Hi, my name is Smith and today I am going to discuss about the travel distance calculator workshop 9. In today's workshop we will discuss the variables needed. The first is the distance traveled by the driver. The second is total units traveled by the driver. Third one is base time, people time, wind direction, wind of force, direction time, accumulated time, that is if we travel in different directions for different times, again same for the accumulated distance, and the average of all. Talking about the workshop details, first of all, the inputs we need from the users are the distance to be traveled, number of passengers, direction of travel, wind direction and force of wind. Calculation of base time. As we see in the workshop 9 that a single travel unit is 2 kilometers and it takes 10 minutes to travel. Therefore, the travel unit must be, the total distance must be divided by 2 in order to get the travel units. Now, base time. This is the time taken to reach the destination, providing no other factors comes into consideration. Therefore, base time equals travel units multiplied by 10. Now we calculate the people time. This is the time which is added to the base time when there is an increase in number of passengers in car. That is, if there are more number of passengers, the car will weigh more and therefore it will be affected more by the force of the wind. The people time is equals to base time into 10 upon 100, that is 10% multiplied by number of passengers. The condition is provided that the number of passengers, for every number of passengers there is 10% increase in the people time. Therefore, the formula will work as it should be. Now we are calculating the wind time. For this we need three factors. First is the direction of travel, second the direction of wind, and third one, most importantly, the force of the wind. As we see, if there is no force, then the wind time should be 0. Now the relation between the direction of travel and the direction of wind could possibly be in three types. First one is two perpendicular to each other, second one is opposite to each other, and the third one is same to each other. Now we have four types of intensities of a wind. First one, when there is no wind. Second one, when there is a weak wind in the environment. Third one is moderate wind which shall not affect much, and the fourth one is strong winds. Now most importantly, when the direction of wind and direction of travel is opposite to each other. Now it is senseful that if these both directions are opposite to each other, the driver shall experience some force against it, that is, the speed might decrease. The condition provided for the base time is when they are being opposite to each other, the time increases by a factor of wind level times 20%, that is, wind time equals base time multiplied by 20%, that is 20 upon 100, multiplied by force of wind, that is the intensity that we discussed before. It can be either one weak, one moderate, or strong, or no wind, depends on the user input. Next is direction of wind and travel direction being in same direction. Now it is also senseful that if you are walking with the wind, it will be lightful for you to walk. In the same way, it affects the driver's car. If they are in same direction, it means that there should be a decrease in the base time, which subtracts up as a factor of time. Now in the workshop 9, it is provided that the factor of wind level decreases by the base time times 30%. That is, wind time equals to base time into 30 upon 100 into wind force. Same goes for the perpendicular. When they are perpendicular to each other, then that percent increase will be 5% and the formula remains the same. Now calculating the direction time. Direction time is the sum of total times including all factors when they come into effect, such that the number of passengers and the travel direction and the force as well as direction of the wind. Now direction time equals base time plus people time plus wind time. This is the total time taken by a driver to complete the journey. Calculating accumulated time and distance. Now if driver travels different directions with different distance, and therefore the time taken to complete the journey in particular steps would be different depending upon the factors it's affected upon. Now if the whole above process should be repeated if the journey is not reached yet, and the different direction time should be added upon each other in order to get the accumulated time and distance at the end. Calculating average time. Now the average time taken is time to complete the whole journey, that is, first if it is moving in north with the direction of wind and travel direction being opposite to each other along with a strong wind, then it would contribute in different value. But if the journey is not reached yet, destination is not reached yet, and it has to take turns with several environmental factors affecting, each direction time of different journeys should add up in order to give accumulated time and distance, and we will divide the accumulated distance by accumulated time in order to get the average time taken in minutes to complete the whole journey. Thank you.